There's not many neighborhoods where you can go from 400,000 to 3.5 million in 3 minutes. But we're in one of those neighborhoods today. We're gonna show you everything about that neighborhood. Here we are on what some people would call the best side of town, AKA the west side. Right now we're at Garden of the Gods. This is the most quintessential Colorado Springs view that you can get. And so right here in front of us, you have Garden of the Gods rock formation, Pikes Peak, absolutely beautiful backdrop. Right down the way here in this valley, we've got Glen Erie Castle, we've got Rockledge Ranch, Kissing Camels right here. Again, iconic, picturesque. Right behind us, we've got one of those neighborhoods where you've got the $3.5–4 million homes because they have this gorgeous view. So let's go check all of it out.
One of the most iconic things about Colorado Springs is, without a doubt, Garden of the Gods, which is just right behind me here, which can also be very easily accessed from the Pleasant Valley neighborhood right off of 30th Street over here to my right. Now, one thing I found pretty interesting about Garden of the Gods is actually how it was named. I think it was in like 1850, something like that. Two people who were sent to kind of establish the city of Colorado Springs, at the time Colorado City, were walking around Garden of the Gods, and one of them turns to the other friend and they're like, wow, this would be an excellent place for a beer garden. So, hence Garden of the Gods was named because of beer, in true Colorado fashion. Now, if you are going to come visit Garden of the Gods, on a weekend, I would highly recommend parking in one of the back entrances. But if you can, come on a weekday because it is super, super, super crowded on the weekends. For good reason. I mean, obviously it's freaking gorgeous. But yeah, definitely park off of 30th in the Pleasant Valley neighborhood. You're gonna be able to avoid a lot of the traffic and get on some less traveled trails. My favorite trail or rock formation in Garden of the Gods is the Siamese Twins. Great little photo op. There is like a little hole in this rock formation that Pikes Peak is very clear through. Great little spot for an Instagram photo. Very easy hike. If you are walking around Garden of the Gods, watch out for horse poop. It is pretty much everywhere. But yeah, gorgeous place for just a nice stroll. In the summer months, once a month, they actually close the park to vehicles. So you can ride your bike through there without having to worry about, vehicle traffic and stuff. But yeah, that's Garden of the Gods. And now we are gonna go check out the good old Pleasant Valley neighborhood, one of my absolute favorite neighborhoods here in Colorado Springs. The average, or I should say median listing price in this neighborhood is $472 right now, hovering right around the median list price for all of Colorado Springs. You are really conveniently located right next to Rockledge Ranch and Garden of the Gods. This is definitely one of the older neighborhoods in Colorado Springs. In fact, right next to Old Colorado City, or located right next to Old Colorado City, which at one point in time was the furthest west city in all of the continental United States. Little fun fact for you. But yeah, fantastic location. I mean, you're walking distance to Red Rocks Open Space, Garden of the Gods, downtown Old Colorado City. They've got lots of fantastic amenities. This neighborhood really doesn't get a whole lot of movement. Typically people will move in and they don't really leave. It's a fantastic neighborhood. There are some duplexes and some triplexes in this neighborhood. So if you are looking for a way to house hack, definitely check out Pleasant Valley. I know for a fact there is at least one duplex, potentially two. I think there actually might be 3 listed right now. That's Pleasant Valley, and now we're gonna go check out Rockledge Ranch. Let's do it. Welcome to Rockledge Ranch. This is actually a historic site on over 230 acres here right at the beginning of Garden of the Gods. This is a really cool place to come with the kids, kind of experience, what life was like before the railroads even, in those pioneer days. They've got some animals on site. There's a cow, there's some horses, chickens, sheep. There's people kind of dressed up in their, traditional pioneer clothes, telling stories about what life was like in those pioneer days. So the Utes were established here, and then the pioneers kind of came in, and we all know what happened there. Definitely a great place to bring the kids. It's a really popular field trip destination as well. So yeah, check out Rockledge Ranch, right next to Garden of the Gods in Pleasant Valley.
Now we got to show you a house over here. Welcome to this stunning 2-story home, perfectly positioned on the west side of Colorado Springs. And as we approach the house, take note of these breathtaking mountain views that serve as the backdrop. 1211 Ethereal Circle. My clients actually just recently bought this. This is a beautiful neighborhood, and you'll see this covered porch, beautifully crafted entryway serve as a warm invitation to explore these wonders inside. And as you step in, on your right, there is this killer office space. You can use for studying, you can use for work, whatever floats your boat. And it flows seamlessly. The living room captures the essence of comfort and class. The gas fireplace adds warmth, which makes it an ideal spot to gather with friends and family. And my clients wanted a space for entertaining. And now look at this expansive kitchen and adjoining dining area. But we got to go upstairs. I need you to see the master suite. You'll wake up with spectacular mountain views. I literally just stood here and stared out the window. Then you have this luxurious ensuite bathroom, complete with a stylish barn door, double vanities, lavish soaking tub, and a spacious walk-in closet. Of course, you also have 2 beautiful bedrooms for flexibility, whether it's family members, guests, whatever it is. Now let's go back outside, this private backyard. It is so peaceful. It's on a whole 1/4 acre, which is awesome. And there is a patio for fireplace and barbecuing, all of the above. This space is amazing, but it's not just the space, it's the amenities.
A generally interesting and surprising thing about the west side of Colorado Springs is that there's not a lot of like restaurants and places to like, it's more, there's a lot of open spaces, as you guys have seen.
Yes.
There are some activities, like there's a 9-court pickleball space. So
Springs pickleball.
yeah, so for you pickleball aficionados. Pickleball, you know, I know this girl from college that was a college tennis player. She's like a professional pickleballer now.
I have a friend, I'm gonna one-up you right now. He has won the national title in pickleball, doubles, mixed doubles, and singles.
What?
How about that? It's in Indian Wells in Palm Springs.
It's one of those things, I'm not gonna like trash on somebody for playing pickleball, but it's one of those things that it's like, you took like a fun pastime and got really serious about it. It's kind of
super
like,
serious.
It's kind of like how I feel about watching people play professional cornhole.
Beanbag toss.
Beanbag toss.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro.
It's a beanbag toss.
It's a beanbag toss.
We played it in elementary school on field day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So otherwise, like, you know, when we did like the Rock Room and tour, or when we do in the old Colorado City video, like there's tons of restaurants. There'll be tons of restaurants to highlight, shops. But this neighborhood is more of, I don't even really want to call it a true neighborhood.
It's more like just a section. And I don't even know if we've kind of said that. Pop the map up. I-25 west, and then Garden of the Gods Road south down to Uinta. That's this section commonly called west side of Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
Because there's Rock Rimmon to the north, which you guys maybe have seen, and then you'll see Old Colorado City to the south. So it's kind of this in-between residentially area, a lot of open space, but yeah, not a lot of restaurants, a lot of truck brake noises going on.
FedEx.
But yeah, not a lot of restaurants or stuff.
Yeah. But
For
that
lack of
being
a better
said,
word.
like, it is really close. I mean, like, so Garden of the Gods Road, right? There's obviously a ton of things on Garden of the Gods Road, including Trinity Brew, which I freaking love that place.
We're at Red Lake Brewery right now,
But we're at Red Lake Brewery right now.
which is also a very, very, they just have a great outdoor space here.
It's so cool. So like, just take a look at this outdoor space. Like there's this huge turfed area. There's a stage over here that they'll do live music on. They have a ton of beers inside. But what's cool about this spot too is it's almost like, it's like taco trucks, but not. It's like
Permanent taco
court.
trucks.
Yeah, it's like a food court out here.
It's like all these shipping containers that they've turned into like, what is it, there's a burger bunker, there's a pizza joint, there's the lobster trap.
Oh yeah. Sasquatch
Cookies.
Sasquatch cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, in the grand scheme of things, because there's not a lot of things, it's like this one spot.
Is a huge attraction.
It is a huge attraction.
For west, that area we're talking about.
I've never been here like on a weekend though. Have you?
I only come here during the week, in the middle of the day.
On a Monday at 2:30 to try out beers. Yeah, but there I have driven by, and it's a really cute venue with the lights up and everything like
Yeah.
that. So they stay open late.
They do a
and-
good job, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool space. So it's really kind of almost like it's like the only place that I
It's
can
the
think
big
of.
spot to go. Yeah, I can't think of, and you know, as we talk about the neighborhood stuff, because like you said, West Side, not really a neighborhood unto itself. Holland Park is a neighborhood. Like I know Francis talked about Pleasant Valley. Sam hit up a little bit of the stuff up high on the Mesa with Guard of the Gods Club in that area. Holland Park is it's the low rent district of the West Side, I guess. It's
Yeah.
it's down closer to I-25. It's where I lived for the first 5-6 years I was in Colorado Springs. And that's a cool it's a nice pocket of homes because they're, 50s, 60s built houses, good prices, but you're right close to the mountain still.
Yeah.
So it's a good bang for your buck. But yeah, knowing this part of town really well, there's not a whole lot. Red Lake Brewery is not here when I lived here. I will say that. I think Trinity had just opened, so there wasn't a whole lot to do in this area.
Well, and Holland Park is why, like what Sam mentioned in the very beginning of this video, it's how you can go from 400,000,
right, yeah.
and then you go west to where we started the video.
These guys up here looking
yeah,
at
these
us.
ones up on the tops here, where they're like 2 million plus.
Yeah, like 2 to 4 million
And
probably,
it's
yeah.
technically the same neighborhood,
Part of town,
just
yeah.
not the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
But anyway,
will
it
let
provides a
us
lot
in
of
there.
variety. It provides a lot of, and like Chris said, you can be on the west side of town and have some relative affordability.
Yeah.
I would expect, just for the record, is that like if you are looking in Holland Park and you find homes that are in the low 400,000s, there's probably a reason.
They're gonna need some work,
Yeah,
probably.
they're gonna need
They're gonna need some work, yeah.
And not just like, oh, I should probably update it. It's like,
You might want to take that carpet out if you know what I mean.
yeah. It's time.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's well past time. So, but that being said, then you're on the west side.
Yeah.
And west side really is the best side in Colorado Springs.
Unless you're in Black Forest, but that's for another day.
Unless
but
you're in Black Forest, 38 miles away.
60 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
No, it is a great part of town. There's a ton of open space. I think that's the big draw for people, and just proximity to the mountain. So, west side, man.
West side is not bad. Oh no. Okay. It's so bright.
Give me an umbrella.
Okay, the other major question that a lot of families ask when they're looking at neighborhoods is, what about the schools? And there's always kind of this, sorry, my eyes are closed. It's so bright, I can't see anything.
It's Colorado, sunshine.
As professional realtors, we have to be very careful about how we talk about schools, but there are a few schools here in the district that we're in. The websites that we recommend are niche.com, Niche.com,
And greaterschools.org.
and greaterschools.org. So definitely just give those a little peek-see, look up what you need to look up, and you can make a decision on that. Otherwise, we are the relocation specialists. We are the top dogs
Number
in
one.
the city. Looking at them right here.
If you guys have any questions, call, text, email, comments. It's our job, man, is to get back to you, give you all the info.
And if we missed anything or there's something else that you would like to see, like a home, holler, and we'll go film that for you too.
We can do that as well, I guess.
That's all we got.
That's it.
Peace, love, and chicken grease. Really
It
hot.
was
just
good
now.
for
Just talking really fast.